Hey everybody, Alex Kazor, SteelersDepot.com, back for another Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown. Last video breakdown we did was on Daniel McCullers and why he cannot be the Steelers nose tackle. So the question is, who will be the Steelers nose tackle? And I think it'll be Tyson Alu moving over from his defensive end 4-eye spot to play nose tackle this year. And I want to look at his game today, examine his game today, go through, I think we have about a half dozen clips here to go through from last season where he had a legitimately great year, much better year than he had 2 years ago. Really impressed by that. And if he can continue that success, then he can make an impact and be a competent nose tackle, not to the Hargrave level, of course, but definitely serviceable for what the Steelers need. So I'm going to go through these clips here. I'll probably do a lot of stop and starting because there's a lot of trench play here. So I apologize in advance. I apologize for this little blue thing in the corner. And if you didn't notice that, I apologize for no showing it to you in the first place, but that's stupid Game Pass stuff. Anyway, looking at week 2 against Seattle, here is Alualu against the left guard here of Seattle, and he just like the technique and the leverage and all the veteran things that he brings to the table. Look at the leverage here, low man, be able to upright the guard here, and then get vision on the football, swim over with his right hand, shed, and make the tackle. So I'll shut up for a second, play this thing through, then I want to revisit things to kind of go through this one more time. Okay, now that you guys have seen the whole thing through, again, to go back to the frame by frame of it, again, just nice job to control the block, get low. It's a leverage battle. Low man wins. You hear that in the trenches all the time. And then he's able to just take control of the block. And then right there with the right hand, be able to swim over the top to be able to control this gap, be able to make the tackle on the running back here. Able to do so, get free, able to shed the block, and make the tackle for a short game. Really nice rep here from Tyson Alualu. All right, week 3 against the 49ers. And the Steelers, while they one gap a whole lot more than they used to a decade, 20 years ago, they do still two gap. They get an example of that here against this heavier set against the fullback in the 49ers. And you'll see Alualu against a really good right tackle in Mike McGlinchey. And this is a two gap play where he's going to come down to control this gap here first and then follow the path of the running back and then able to change direction. Again, get that right arm free, be able to shed the block and help make the tackle. A nice fill by Joe Hayden as well. So let me go ahead and run this thing through. But Alualu, two gapping, nice job changing direction, find the ball, make the play. And again, to go through things frame by frame one more time, Alualu first is responsible for the B gap here. So he's going to come down on that and make sure he has position there to have a good run fit and to fill that gap. So he does right here, be able to get his head across, gets his eyes on the football, be able to take away the B gap. Once the running back cuts this one back, Alualu going to bring that right hand over, be able to shed the block of McGlinchey, go ahead and make the tackle with some help from Joe Hayden. So again, good rep here, good technique, two gapping, a little bit of one gapping. We'll see in some clips too. He's been able to kind of do everything the system asks of him. This is week 6 against the Chargers, and defensive line coach Carl Dunbar always talks about good hips for a defense lineman. That's such an underrated and key factor is having good hips, be able to split gaps, split double teams, and you get that on display with Alu right here, working against the center and the left guard. Potential double team, Alu be able to turn his hips, get skinny, be able to break through this double team and able to make the tackle for a loss. So right there, be able to get his hips turn, be able to move his shoulders so he's a smaller surface target. So the center has a hard time being able to wash him. So able to kind of force his way into that gap better. Nice job to make him again, make himself a smaller target. It then splits through it, works hard, finishes the play. Nice job by Hargrave here too. And it's a 3-yard loss. So let me go ahead and run this thing through. Alu splitting the double team, making the play. It's also just good recognition of the potential double team too, probably from his film study and his alignment. Because right off the snap, he's getting skinny. Like he probably knows his double team's coming here on this run scheme for the Chargers, and so right off the snap, his first move is swimming over the center, turning his shoulders, getting skinny through the hole here, being able to split the double team and make the play. So nice job here, Hargrave again as well, balling out, but Alu replacing Hargrave in 2020 as a Steelers nose tackle. Week 10 versus the Rams, working against their right tackle, Rob Havenstein here, and just a great job, be able to control this block, again, leverage, power, be able to drive through, get some penetration, and then go ahead and shed the block as well. So Alu, able to shed this one, make the tackle near the line of scrimmage on the running back, Daryl Henderson. Let me go ahead and play this thing through, but you're just seeing the leverage, strength, two gapping, controlling his gap first, finding the running back, and making the play. So go through this thing frame by frame. Again, Alualu's initial responsibility is the C gap here. It is a nice job controlling that gap, making sure the running back cannot bounce to run to the outside, forcing him to the inside to his help here from the backside. And you'll see it right there again. Alualu, nice job here. Definitely getting penetration. Running back is not going to be able to bounce this thing. And then once the back wants the cut to the inside off the hip of the tackle here, Alualu, again, shedding, good hand use, defeat the block, make the play. The aerial view, I think, on this one shows this a little better too, just to kind of really give you an idea of the penetration he's getting at. Look how far he's pushing the right tackle into the backfield, forcing the cutback lane for the running back to now get upfield to his help. Alualu, you see this shed right here, able to work off the block and help in on the tackle. Good team run defense on this play for sure. But also getting Alualu, I think, really kind of being the point man on this play to control this gap, leverage, power, vision, hand use, all coming together on this play for the stop. Alu is just that crafty veteran that knows the little tricks of the trade. This is week 11 against the Cleveland Browns. Here he is lined up in the A gap in a goal line situation, ball on the 4 yard line. And just again, hand use, getting skinny, be able to shoot the gap because he's not a super athlete. His first step, he's not an Aaron Donald type, obviously. So he's not going to win that way, but it's all through hand use and technique. So working here against the left guard, controls the block with the right hand, and then dips it inside shoulder, rips through like a pass rusher would right there to get skinny. Now the guard is falling forward. His weight's going forward. He loses the block. Alualu in the backfield makes a tackle on Nick Chubb for a 4 yard loss. So we run this thing through, but getting skinny, penetrating, making the play for the TFL. And another look at it again. Just good hand use, controlling the block, leverage, consistency. You get that from Alualu. So you see it right here. Again, right here, if he doesn't tip his inside shoulder, he probably gets washed. The guard has the angle enough to be able to seal him down. Probably not going to work if he's just trying to play this straight up without getting skinny through the hole here. But you see that right arm dip right there, that shoulder get low. Again, make yourself a smaller target, smaller surface area for the guard and the lineman to be able to punch to and get his hands on. And he's unable to do it here, unable to sustain this block. And now he's in the backfield hunting for the football, hunting for the ball carrier, and makes a stop for a 4 yard loss. Last clip I'll show you guys is the week 14 against the Cardinals. Really love this one from Alualu working against the left guard of Arizona right here. Maybe the hands are outside a little too far initially on his first punch. As you'll see right there, that left hand working outside the shoulder pad. Want to keep it inside, but ability to repunch. And then I love the finish of this play from Alualu. Repunches that hand to the inside. And watch the power he generates on this inside hand here to be able to just control this block. Just that power right there. Just pushes the tackle off. It's a swim move. So as that left hand is pushing into the chest plate of the guard. The right hand's coming over to swim over the top as he's able to kind of control and get leverage and create some power on his punch. Now the guard is left totally just out of lurch here, and Alualu comes in and makes a tackle. So let me run the whole thing through. It's a nuance. That's why I'm kind of stopping, starting more than usual, because you really got to look at this to see the hand using the technique here. But really nice job from Alualu. I love this rep, just the power on the punch, the technique, the leverage. He brings that. He's a better nose tackle fit than a Chris Wormley, who could play nose tackle in a pinch because Alualu is a little bit short. He's around 6'2". I think Wormley's more 6'4", 6'5". Leverage and height is so important. There's a good correlation there in the trenches when you're taking on guards and centers, like the center here. AQ Shipley's a pretty short guy, so you want to have someone a little bit smaller to handle those leverage matchups, but really impressed with Alualu. And not even talking about his pass rush, which was again improvement from 2019 compared to 2018. Maybe that was a 1 year thing. I'm not quite sure. Had some good matchups, like against the Bengals, for example. But really impressed with that. Also, his finish, being able to punch the football out. This dude tries to punch the football out with violence, like it's Mike Tyson. And his effort has always been excellent, chasing the football downfield. That's very much in vogue with the Steelers D line philosophy, whether that's Kim Hayward to it, and it's been passed down to guys like Hargrave and Bug showed that last year. Alualu, a veteran, has certainly been able to carry that mantle and that torch, I should say, as well. So, is he a perfect fit at nose tackle? Will he have some limitations? Sure, he's not Javon Hargrave. There's no debate about that. But I think as a run defender, he's trustworthy. He's solid. Of course, he knows the system. Has played up and down the line a good bit, and I think just a better option at nose tackle and should provide some solid run defense in 2020. All right, let me know your thoughts on the video in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.